project celebration video. I thought I would film it right here in front of all my cool minis, and this is my workstation at home. So like when I turn it on, I got these two lights. You can see all my cool stuff. So pretty neat, right? So my project was to use my airbrush that Miss Bycraft had bought me for the holidays. I'm obviously really passionate about painting and miniatures and Dungeons and Dragons, so I thought I would learn how to use this new awesome tool and try to really improve my skill set as a painter. And that's really what inspired me to do it. That's why I chose this project. When I started, I could hardly do anything, right? I could do like black and white. And then I showed later in the video, I'm going to show you kind of my progression of colors, but I definitely got farther on. But that's just why I wanted to do it, right? It's something I'm passionate about. It's something that really excites me and gives me a lot of relaxation. And it's just a lot of really good artists are using multiple tools, not just paintbrushes. So that's why I kind of wanted to work on it. Now in the middle, I got a little stuck. About 3 weeks in, I kind of tapped out right around single colors and was really burning out. And luckily I had a good friend, if you know Mr. Keller, he's really into miniatures and painting as well, and he came in and really got me excited about this project again. He's like, oh, we gotta blend colors, let's add stuff together, let's do more with it. And that was kind of my middle point where I was like, I don't know if I can do that, but it was a big breakthrough. And I'm just scared. You know, these are expensive models, they look cool, and if I mess it up, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. But it's not the end of the world at all. And that's the point of learning. And I did mess some up, but I just repainted them. You know, it's not a big deal. But getting over that fear from going from a large version that was just black and white to multiple colors, like especially this guy. This was my Lord of Change model. This is from Games Workshop, and this is like my dream model. I saw this in the store years ago, and it's one of the things that really motivated me to start mini painting. And I was scared because I didn't want to mess this thing up. But you know what? I just kept pushing and trying, and I feel like I got to a really good spot. And I really learned a lot, and my skill improved, and it made me a better painter, right? I'm not done when I get all the way here, but I can add a lot more to it. So this guy's a good example. Somebody that started with an airbrush that I then add a bunch more to. So airbrushing is just another tool now in my painting repertoire, and I'm really lucky and glad to have had it and to push myself and push with you guys. So for my final project, I did this big old dragon monster guy called a Maw Crusher, and I'll show you me working on him because I really wanted to push my skill set today for my final project and show off all that I learned, and I blended a whole bunch of colors. Well, you'll see. But this has been fun. Thanks for watching it with me. All right, see you in a second. All right, I thought I would finish with a little compilation of the work I have done with the airbrush. This is a pretty small sample set, but it's got the big guys at the end. So you can see that I started with whites and blacks, and definitely it's bright and there's not a lot of shade, and I got a little bit better. Now you can see I'm definitely starting to understand how shade works with that guy and really getting that light and dark. And then this one turned out really well, so you can tell I figured that out. So then I moved on to color. Instead of doing white and black, this guy's brown over black. There's some shading on him, but not a ton. And then we got to the first time we're mixing and blending colors. So it's a good blend, but it's not great. Then I did this blue guy, which was pretty good. If you look at the wings, it's not terrible. But then we get up here to now I definitely know what I'm doing. That was kind of my big jump this week, was really kind of taking it to that next level. Looking at the whites and the blues and the whites. And then finally, does look nice though, gotta say. Then finally, my big green dragon that I did today with the 4 different colors. Not too shabby. So looking at it all, looking at the end, Going back to the beginning, I've definitely gained a skill. That's for sure. I'm not done with it yet, but it's a pretty good start for 5 weeks. All right, thanks for watching all these. Hopefully you thought it was cool. Hey friends, so this is going to be kind of my final showcase of my airbrushing and my Genius Hour project. Got my Iwata airbrush. This is my Auroch Maw Crusher Dragon. It's really big. I took the arm off so I could kind of get inside of it. Here's what it's hopefully going to look like. Maybe this greenish. I have Citadel Vulcan Green, Citadel Warboss Green, and then kind of an Ogren Camera, which is a greenish gray. And then I've also got some Ushanti Bone, which is kind of a tan color. So I'm gonna try to blend all 3 of these on this big fella and see how it goes. This is kind of one of my final showcases. I've got 3 other models I've done pretty well, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't feel like I need to do more, but I wanna do more. So I'm gonna time lapse this. Hopefully it works great. Hopefully. That was my showcase. Can you see me? Hi. So I did my Maw Crusher Dragon and I blended multiple colors together. I did actually 4 different colors. A Vulcan Green, which is a really dark green, a Warboss Green, so I did the dark green all over. Then I did the Warboss Green on a couple other layers. And then I did a Ogren Camo, which is a light green, kind of on the underbelly and part of the face. Tried to lighten him up. And then finally finished with a Ushanti Bone, which is a tan color. So boom, 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 boom. And I think he turned out really good. I'm really excited. So he's a really good blend of multiple colors. There's some sloppy areas, but remember, he's not done. I'm gonna hand paint the rest of him and get these details. The belly though looks real nice, right? Lightest to lighter to dark to darkest. I think that blend looks really good right there. Some areas it needs more work. His arm, once we put it on, I'm gonna paint some more and keep it off so I can get to more of his belly. But you know, like, when you look at him, that's a pretty solid model. So there's a lot of nice color blends there. There's some bone on his spikes, on his tail, some light green, some dark green. But overall, happy with how he turned out. So I think when you look at how I started, which was just doing black and white dudes, right? I've come a long way. So looking at some of my first models, I got some of these dudes over here. And like, that's just sloppy. Right, it's black, the little bit of white on it, but not great. And then to go all the way to where I'm at now, I'm really happy with my skill set. So 5 weeks of practice and work, go from sloppy black and white like that dude. All right, look at that thing. To that dude. Not too shabby, Bycraft. Hopefully your projects had some levels of success. And you know what? If they didn't, that's okay, right? That's what this whole project is about. And dropping our camera. But this whole project is about doing good stuff and trying new things and extending your skills, and hopefully pushing yourself. And I know I did that, and I hope you did too. All right, you guys, I will leave you with the Maw Crusher.